is Satan spelled? Is it just S-A-T-A-N? I don't know why, but when I read it just now, it was like Satan. That's how you spell it? That's so weird.
Hi guys, my name's Emma. I just recently watched Leonie's from the book Leo, her video about replacing screen time with reading time. And I was like, ooh, that video came out like a month ago, but it's still definitely worth a watch. So I'll have it linked down below if you want to check it out. But I was like, I'm gonna try that because I looked at my screen time and I'm averaging about 5 hours and 30 minutes a day. It's concerning, no? And that is almost 30% less than last week. So it was more. And today I'm like nearing 4 hours. Today I haven't spent much time on TikTok, but you can see from the past days that I spend usually at least an hour on TikTok. And then also on Instagram. So those are kind of like the two things that I spend the most time on. So I've decided I'm going to do the same thing and replace my screen time with reading time. Also, just like, I don't know, maybe watching YouTube videos or like just doing other things that make me happy. Working on my French, I need to do that. Basically just trying to make my life a little bit less glued to the phone. So let's talk about what I'm reading. First off, the stuff that's on my phone. I have an audiobook from Libby, and that is the that did not work. The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I also have a ebook for Meet Cute by various authors. And there's a lot of authors on here that I really enjoy, and so I'm really excited because it's all short stories about like different meet cutes. I'm assuming, I think so. Okay, so update. I've gone on Instagram for a little bit today. Haven't gone on TikTok at all, but I've kind of like successfully avoided it, I think. For the most part. I went on my phone because I was looking up like class stuff for my school, and so I spent some time on that. But other than that, we're doing pretty good. And so I'm now at like 26% through Evelyn Hugo. I just listened to it while I was painting my nails. But I've been reading this all morning. Well, not all morning. When I haven't been distracted. And I'm on page 81. As follows. I just realized you can't see the title on it. I'm really enjoying it. There's a lot of descriptions. I really like that. I know some people aren't super into that, but there's a lot of descriptions, and it's kind of mysterious. It's definitely dark, and like a common theme in it is like dark or rotten or kind of just corruption, I guess. And in case I didn't update you, let me just tell you, I read the first 2 stories, and that's about like 21% through. I like how I said about and then was like hyper specific about it. I really liked both of those stories. The first one, I can't remember the author's name, but the second one was Nina LaCour. I love her. I read more of Evelyn Hugo because I was just drawing and kind of, I don't know, I wanted to do something with my hands other than just like flipping pages, but I just got some mail, so just make sure I didn't show you my address. First is Book Depository, and I know which one this is, and I'm very excited about it. It's This Poison Heart by Kalynn Bayron, the author of Cinderella is Dead. I read Cinderella is Dead recently, and I enjoyed it. There were a couple things that like weren't my favorite, just the characters felt a little underdeveloped or something. I liked that it was a standalone fantasy, and I wanted to try this one. I'm assuming it's like a Snow White retelling, just because of This Poison Heart, but I don't actually know. To break an ancient curse, she must let her power bloom. Briseis is from the Iliad. She can grow an apple tree from a seed in a heartbeat, and flowers bloom at her touch. And when she inherits an old house, she suddenly has the privacy to test her powers for the first time. But as Bree starts to magic the house's rambling grounds back to life, she finds she has also inherited generations of secrets. In a hidden garden overgrown with the most deadly poisonous plants on Earth, a dark legacy lies waiting for her. And Bree's long-departed ancestors won't let her rest until she finds it. Maybe this isn't a retelling, but it sounds interesting. I don't remember ordering anything from Amazon, honestly. And I don't know if this is a book. It's probably not, but I figured I would just open it on here just in case, you know? What is this? Oh, that arrived super fast. Mom, if you're watching this, thank you. I just got the tea strainers. They're super cute. They're adorable. The leaves are like really fun. Thank you, Mom. We were talking about this like yesterday. Dude, those came here quick. Thank you. I love you. I kind of wasn't really expecting to, but I finished House of Hollow this morning. It's 10:30 right now. I had like a little less than half of it left, I think, and I just finished it because it was good. Overall, I actually really enjoyed this. It was really fun, and in the beginning I was like really drawn into it, and I made like a sketchbook page, like kind of like dedicated to it or something, and it was just a really fun read, and I liked all the dark aspects of it. And yeah, but on that note, there's like, I would just be aware that there's like sibling death in it, which can be hard to read sometimes, and also a lot of vomiting. I mean like a lot. And I'm usually fine with like gory, gruesome kind of things. At one point there were ants you can kind of see on the cover like crawling on her, and that freaked me out more than the vomiting. But definitely it even got to a point where I was like starting to eat while reading this, and I was like, we're just gonna put this down for a minute. There's a lot of other stuff going on, so please check out the content warnings on this because it's dark. I do want to say it's like a little less than 300 pages, which is pretty short for a book. I feel like it could still be shorter. There are a lot of long descriptions in there, and I really like descriptions. That's kind of my like favorite. It's a thing that I really like to read, and like characters that are in depth and have character, you know? I really like that, but there were some times where I was kind of like, okay, I don't need another explanation of it. It was just kind of like, sometimes it just went a little bit overboard, and I was like, okay. So far, I've read 4 meet cute stories. The one by Evie's a Boy was really cool, and I really liked that. And then, I don't remember the author of the 4th one, but that one was also cool. You see this natural blush I have going? I freaking exercised. I'm so tired. I haven't done that in a while. I wanted to talk about my screen time, because I talked about reading, but my screen time for yesterday was still pretty high, but like about an hour of that is reading on my phone. So that makes sense. And then I also got kind of like fixated on researching some stuff for like moving in and stuff like that in college, and scary things basically, you know. Way scarier than like rotting humans, you know. And it's not like I didn't want to be on my phone at all, because obviously I still want to read on my phone. I was also watching YouTube videos on my phone for a little bit, and like I'm totally okay with that. I want to still watch YouTube. I just went to the dentist. Go me. They put this like stuff on my teeth, and they said nothing hot, sticky, or crunchy for 4 hours. So I asked if yogurt was okay, and they said yeah, which I would have thought that was sticky, but okay. Don't remember what my screen time for yesterday was. I'll put it up there, but I think it was probably close to like 4 hours, maybe. But almost 2 hours of that was reading on my phone. So I'm okay with that. We also went to watch the fireworks last night. I didn't record anything. It was just
pretty. Also, yesterday I went to the bookstore and I was actually surprised the bookstore was open because it was my sister's birthday, so that's just weird. My sister's birthday is on 4th of July. For some reason they close stores on her birthday. It's so weird. But I got 2 books and one of them is used, so it was like super discounted and I was like, hell yeah. I have seen this one before, but I never really knew what it was. And I realized it's a bunch of short stories, but like fairy tales. It's 40 new fairy tales. My mother, she killed me. My father, he ate me. I mean, the one on this list that jumped out the most was Neil Gaiman. And then by the same editor, edited by Kate Bernheimer, XO Orpheus. So this is 50 new myths. Oh my god, one of them's a comic? You're kidding me, that's so cool. Okay, so I think this is the end of the video. I have been able to successfully keep my screen time pretty low. It's still not entirely where I want it to be, but overall it's definitely on the lower end of what it used to be. The exception to that is of course reading on my phone, which does eat up a lot of screen time because I'm just on my phone the entire time. It does feel weird. I haven't been on TikTok, I think, for almost any of the days since I've started this, except for maybe the first day. I have about an hour or so left of 7 Husbands of Evelyn and Hugo, and I'm really enjoying it. So hopefully I can finish that later today. And then I'm a little over halfway through Meet Cute, the story collection. And so yeah, I've been able to read a little bit more than I think I normally would have if I had just been on my phone the entire time. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and if you did, please give it a like and comment down below if you want to try this or if you had, and leave a link for your video and I'd love to watch it. It's definitely a fun little experiment. So I will see you guys next time.